It's Man Feelings.
That's right, you are with Man Feelings yet again on this beautiful sunny day. Well, if you can call it sunny or not.
Is it sunny?
Well, it certainly wasn't. It's sunnier than yesterday.
Don't blatantly lie to the listeners.
Oh, do it every week. Do it every week. We need to start off by introducing James, our guest yet again.
We are Man Threelings. Again, once more.
To be here.
Another beautiful pun there. Yeah, we had such support for you last week. Why not get you back on? So, how's your week been, James?
Pretty chilled at first, but then today's just been an absolute nightmare.
I can't believe it was chilled at first. Mine was just, I knew what was coming throughout the whole week. So, yeah, it's been horrendous. Essays and essays and essays. And presentations.
I've forgotten what happened at the start of the week, though, to be honest.
We did play that darts game on Tuesday night. That was quite fun.
Yeah, that killer.
I'd exited after that.
That's when you fleed.
Yeah, I fled because...
Sorry. Apologies.
I wasn't trying to correct you. I fled because I had work to do. That's how bad this week... Was that Tuesday?
That was Tuesday night, yeah.
Oh, my... I can't believe it's Friday already.
That's when my week...
Extremely glad.
That's when my week took a turn. Tuesday night.
Yeah? Would you like to tell us about your ailments?
It's been literally a pain in the neck this week. I tell you. Wednesday, got up at 7 for a lecture at 9 o'clock.
It's very
on Cumbria campus. It started at 11:30. And it was then just about academic writing.
Is that it?
It's because it's a maths course module. So nobody in maths knows how to use words.
Right, presumably.
Well, yeah.
Or math.
So then
math bods.
It was an hour and 3/4 that I didn't need to attend. I already knew all the stuff.
So wasn't the first bit cancelled?
Yeah, because the guy was ill.
So the second bit was academic writing?
Yeah, how to write academic.
Right, useless to you. You could have just not turned up. It's very admirable, though, to get up at 7 a.m.
Well, I didn't feel admirable.
Sounds horrific, to be honest.
And then did your neck pain start?
Oh, that was horrible. Thursday morning, I wake up, can't move.
That's
without
horrific.
Excruciating pain.
I was just a bit worried, because I wasn't even sure if the show was going to go forward this week. Bob rang me up saying, I'm paralysed.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh dear, this isn't going to be good.
I've heard that before. People, I think people just assume they're paralysed if they've got, excruciating pain.
I don't think I quite use the word paralysed. I think that's a bit...
I'm sure you
not that
use
dramatic.
the word paralysed.
Paralysed.
Paralysed. Paul, I'm paralysed.
Oh.
From the neck down. I thought, oh no, I'm going to
they were your words.
Feed him and everything.
Yeah.
They were
my
your
words.
words.
Maybe
I've
I've...
around campus.
See, I'm lying again. That's all I do. Apparently. There we go. But anyway, we need to come to the issue of the competition this week.
The competition this week is suspended until next week.
It is. But we are going to have a big one next week to make up for it.
Big prize.
Yeah, so make sure you tune in next week as well. It's for your chance to win an amazing prize. I think, I'm not going to say what it is, but let's just say it's bloody brilliant. I think that's a fair assessment.
We'll keep tight-lipped on that one.
We definitely shall. So, shall we have a bit of music, Bob?
Okay. Well, as a side note, all the music this week is chosen by Paul Topping himself.
It is, so if you don't like it, you're going to have to take it up with me personally.
So, yeah, if you don't like it, email in, which you can do on www.berigfm.co.uk.
We love to hear from you.
Just tell Paul what you think of his music.
I'd love to know.
You would.
So we're going to start off with Wilson Pickett and Land of a Thousand Dances.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
You're listening to 87.7 Balerig FM.
Hiya, we're back.
We are back indeed. We have had some of your correspondence in, which is always nice. Ms. Jackson is listening, as usual. And I'll just read out the text there. Good afternoon, guys. I'm currently smashing through my dissertation like a female bent on sexual domination. Which, that's an interesting comment, Ms. Jackson.
It almost rhymes.
It almost does. Does that make it better?
I think it does.
Well, there you go, then.
If you want to send us messages in, if they do rhyme, we'll love you for it.
We will. It brightens our day, along with all the soul music.
It does. Well, okay. And we've had a comment on your music selection.
Great choice.
It's making Megalodon, I think I've read that right, very hot.
Well, there you go.
Do you fancy a spoon?
I'd love a spoon. As it goes. Very nice. Whoever Megalodon is.
Megalodon. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't ring any bells.
Really?
You'd certainly remember that name, wouldn't you? I would have thought so. But if indeed this music is making you hot, it's It's definitely a bonus.
We've had a text in from Bob Will Know.
Right?
Bob Will Know. It's a question about Lord Voldemort, John Prescott, or Santa.
Right.
So you have to choose one to have sexual relations with, one to marry, and one to go on a year-long cruise with.
A year-long cruise? I didn't realise. I thought it was just a cruise.
No, well, year-long.
Oh, where could you go on a year-long cruise? Everywhere. Could you travel around the world on a boat in a year? Presumably.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
Excellent.
Nowadays.
So you're going to consider your choices?
I will, and I'll get back to them after the next song, I think.
Oh, yes. Well.
And apparently, I'll make £100.
Well, that's good. You can treat us all then, can't you, Bob?
Thanks, Bob Will Know.
You can treat us all to next week's place of choice for the food review.
I can.
But that brings us round nicely to this week's food review.
Well, it is 4:16.
It is. It's that time again, everybody. It's the food review. And this week, we're doing Nice and Spicy, which is an Indian takeaway place. Didn't sit down this week.
We did sit down, but not in...
We sat down. There's not time to be going out to restaurants.
It was in our own establishment.
Not after quite simply French the other week. I've no money left.
Well,
I needed to take out an overdraft.
And it took a lot of time.
It did take a lot of time. So, where shall we start?
Nice and spicy. Well, we got it delivered, didn't we?
We did get it delivered, so we can't talk about ambience this week.
Well, we can talk about the ambience of my flat.
Well, it was very nice as usual, Bob.
I suppose you could talk about delivery time as well. That could factor into it.
We can start off with that. How long did it actually... Was it an hour?
I don't know.
Well,
I was in my own world. I was just giddy.
After
You were very giddy.
Ordered for you. I think it was. I think they said it was going to be 3/4 of an hour to an hour, and it did come.
They did come. I think it was an hour it took, which I don't know. I mean, obviously it's quite a wait, so you have to factor that in to when you want to eat. You know, just think an hour before.
Yeah.
Presumably, have you gone and picked stuff up there?
Yeah.
How long do you have to wait there?
Oh,
I bet it's not even half the time.
Not long at all. It was literally probably about 10 minutes.
Oh well, that's a lot better then. We can't damn them too much with the delivery time. I'm sure they're very busy.
So if we go over what we had, what did you have, Paul?
I had a lamb madras, chips, garlic naan.
Well, the meal deal, that wasn't it?
This is the meal deal, yeah. We all got the meal deal, didn't we?
Should we focus on the main for the minute?
Yeah,
the lamb madras.
I got my lamb madras.
What did you have?
I had chicken tikka masala.
Chicken tikka masala.
Classic.
I had a lamb jalfrezi.
And what did you make of it?
It was very spicy, but it was very nice. It was hot and spicy.
I found my madras very spicy, because you can find places that do really, really hot madras, and others that are just a bit tame, so you have to get something really strong. But it was a good heat, though. My nose was running a little bit.
Yeah, it was. You were sweating.
I was sweating.
I remember that.
I was sweating.
An enjoyable heat.
An enjoyable heat. I just sweat very easily.
They're a bit like Ronseal, aren't they? They do exactly what they say on the tin. Hot and spicy, other adhesives are available. But it did exactly what it said on the tin.
Yeah,
Hot
I was
and
happy
spicy.
with it. It was very good. And another great thing, you get plenty of it.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
the meal deal was £7.50. You got your curry, you got chips or rice.
Chips or rice, yeah.
And naan, 2 poppadoms and 2 dippy things.
Yeah.
They call them.
You got
dippy
your,
things.
what was it?
Raita and onion chutney, I think.
Yeah. Which, every aspect of it was good.
It was.
Yeah. That's what you want with a curry as well, just something on the side to put on the top, mix it up a bit.
Yeah, that's the great thing about it. And for $7.50 as well, you are not going to be hungry.
Well, that brings us on to value for money.
I'd say it was excellent value. If you get the meal deal, I mean, I don't know what individual items.
I think
Go for
curry
it.
and chips or rice is $6.50, so it's only an extra £1 for all the other stuff.
And it's really worth getting it as well.
Yeah.
$7.50, so value for money. I think we all agreed on a 9.
9.
9 out of 10 for that. It's a very strong contender this week.
It is. And then we go on to the quality of the food.
I thought it was excellent.
Great, yeah.
Not too spicy that you can get spicy food that just ruins your meal. This wasn't too spicy, tasty. Look, plenty of meat in there.
The meat was massive in it, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Massive chunks of meat.
Sometimes you just
Loads
get a
of them.
few token pieces of meat. This was big meat,
Oh,
and we all love that.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
I think we agreed on a 9 for that as well.
we did. So, overall, it got a 9 out of 10, which puts it in first place.
That's a very strong first place. I mean,
Yeah.
what would you give 10? It'd have to be perfect, wouldn't it? We'll have to see in the coming weeks.
That's my own restaurant. We'll get a 10.
yeah, I don't think anything
That Chinese in Wigan that you love.
Bob's Bistro would get 10.
Bob's Bistro.
With the ambience of my flat, you know.
It was a good ambience, but we can't put that down to nice and spicy, can we?
No, we can't.
There you go. So, get in touch.
Yep.
We'd love to hear from you.
Have you ever been to Nice and Spicy?
Yeah. If not, go there.
Or have you got any ideas where we can review next?
Yeah, because we haven't actually decided yet, have we?
No, we've not.
So, any ideas of anywhere in town or on campus? We'd love to know.
Again, that's on the website, www.balerig.fm.co.uk. Don't forget the FM.
Careful.
Or you can go on our Facebook page, Man Feelings. We are the most popular Man Feelings page on Facebook. Just
We are.
Throw that out there.
And if you haven't liked it yet, go and like it.
Yeah.
Just Facebook, Man Feelings. I'm sure it'll be there. I think it's got a lovely picture of us in the studio.
Yep, it does. So, coming next, we have a song, and after that we'll have a little bit of a feature from Nietzsche.
Ooh. Always a good one every week.
Yeah.
So
a bit
enjoy.
of
Sam and Dave there with Soul Man, another great song.
dedicated to ourselves.
We are the Soul Men. Which brings us around nicely. It's just coming up to 24 minutes past 4, which means it's time for the Nietzsche feature. This week,
Are you ready?
we've got a very good quote, as usual. You can't go wrong with old Friedrich. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. That's very fitting for your giddiness this week.
I have been
and
quite
now,
giddy.
but you are getting old, and as a result, you were so giddy you've got a bad neck.
I don't want to be... Yeah.
Got to think about
I
these
think
things.
that is a direct consequence of,
You think I've been too giddy and that's
Yeah.
given me the neck during my sleep.
yeah.
I imagine Savile would concur with this quote more than anybody. It's just my inner child. Maybe
Well,
he
Michael
wants to be
Jackson.
inner child, I don't know.
It's like Michael Jackson. He had his Neverland. Didn't he?
He did have his come to my Netherland. Was it like a theme
Netherland.
park? If you live in a theme park,
It's not Netherlands.
that would be so much worse.
It would.
He owns Holland.
It'd imply so much more.
Well, I think... Well, I don't know whether that's what I was going for. Freudian slip there.
Yeah.
If you live in a theme park, though, fingers are going to get pointed. You didn't know what I was going to say then, did you? Fingers are going to get pointed.
They are.
But anyway, that moves us slightly away from Nietzsche. Do you feel there's a child in you, James?
No, only in my basement, but
Yeah, well, that's besides the point.
We'll leave that for another time, I think.
I don't even have a basement. What have I got?
I don't. But yeah.
Got a cleaner's cupboard.
my figurative basement.
I think that's worse, isn't it? So that was a lovely bit of Nietzsche there.
Well, so you even threw in another philosopher during that, a Freudian slip.
Oh yeah, I can't move for philosophers at the moment.
Yeah.
Mainly racist ones. I will throw that in there.
Yeah, they've got some crazy ideas.
They have got some crazy ideas, those racists. Anyway, we have got some more of your correspondence here as well. Emma's loving the show. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Spa.
From Unknown. We have to review Spa.
Yeah, I'm not going to review Spa.
No.
Although they do a nice breakfast butty.
You wouldn't go for an evening meal there, though, would
No.
you?
Ah,
There's nowhere to sit down.
Where would you sit?
I don't like the ambience.
I can imagine.
I don't like the ambience. It seems to me there's a lot of stock that they'll never ever put away.
Yeah.
They're never stocked up.
I thought
there's
that
just
the other
stock in the aisles.
And then you queue up, you're like, oh,
I can say this because I know that Spa isn't playing Belrig FM. They're
Yeah.
playing The Bay.
Spa FM, probably.
Yeah.
Touchy
But
subject.
you
I
queue
know
up,
it is.
and you want to have small talk with the guy selling your food,
Oh.
or the woman. Well, they have their own little conversation.
They don't want to know. They don't even acknowledge your existence
We just
while you're
meet
there.
them.
We are just
Meet with money, buying
meet in
meat.
the room with possibly one of the worst queuing systems I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's got... We're not going
It's
to.
worse than Greg's.
I'm sure
It's
everyone at
worse
home
than
knows what
Greg's.
we're on about.
Yeah, if you come to Lancaster University, you'll know it's ridiculous. It's because Spa shops aren't meant to take that sort of volume of people. Really.
And we'll not even get onto the prices.
Oh, I'm getting het up. They're fleecing me.
We're letting our feelings all get out.
I know, yeah.
Too much.
Laura likes big meat. In fact, no, she doesn't like big meat. She loves big meat.
With 4 exclamation marks.
She's crazy for the meat.
Passionate.
Well, get down to nice and spicy if you like some big meat.
Meat
Or
friendly.
alternatively, Torva.
That is Paul's residence, I believe.
Okay.
Moving on. We've had a request for James to say something in his dulcet Yorkshire tones.
Your lovely Yorkshire voice is getting a lot of attention.
Oh, well.
And yeah.
Would you like to say it for us, James? If you can remember what you had to say.
Okay, you have to say, grow a yellow Solero in a whale's blowhole.
Okay. Grow a yellow Solero in a whale's blowhole.
I don't see the difference between you two both saying it. It sounds the same to me.
You'll be uproar if you say stuff like that.
Oh, I'm so... Whoa. Well, what's so good about the Yorkshire tones? Need to defend the Lancashire in here.
Couldn't be more different from Bob's.
We've had unknown message in. We do like you're putting names on, but we won't argue.
Yeah, we like to know who you are.
I'm enjoying the use of the word ambiance greatly.
Ambiance. Well, that could be anybody, really, couldn't it?
Well, there can be more where that came from.
There is a certain ambiance in here.
There is.
We could say.
Coming up, more ambiance.
Well, yeah, there will be later on.
Stay tuned.
With our Artist of the Week.
Oh,
Might get a bit hot.
Oh, well, whoever was getting hot before, they're going to love what's coming up later on.
They will.
Speaking of getting hot over my beautiful playlist, shall we have a song?
Yeah. It's a bit late in the year for this song.
It is a little bit late in the year, but as it's one of my favourite songs, here it is anyway. Earth, Wind and Fire. Willkommen to Man Feelings. Just came back in there. So, what have we got?
Well, we've had
I lost my train of thought completely there. It's these outrageous messages
You're trying to be too clever.
I was trying to be too clever.
Just stick to French. You can do French.
I know, yeah. Bienvenue. That's it.
Hey, we've not heard from the mates in Leyland today.
Oh, we haven't actually today.
Where are you?
Harry, are you listening?
Better be.
Better be. Harry and Daz.
Half of our listener base.
It is, yeah.
Geordie accent is the best. That's
the
from
thing
Unknown.
is, I do like the Geordie accent.
You really?
I do. That makes me sound really creepy, but no, I do. Do you not?
I'm not.
D4 in the. That's a terrible one.
D4.
D33.
It's meant to be one of the more friendly accents in Britain, isn't it?
See, the only people I can think of at the top of my head with the Geordie accent are him from Big Brother and the guy out of Alan Partridge who worked in the petrol station.
Yeah, but he's not a real Geordie.
Do you want a cup of beans? I can't do it.
He's not a real Geordie, though, is he?
He is, surely.
That's
He's
the
not.
only Geordie accent people that you know.
I can think of...
You must know people
Anton
with a
Deck,
Geordie.
Anton Deck, alright.
There's quite a few in there. The reason he got that job on Big
Vic
Brother...
Reeves, Bob Mortimer.
Yeah.
Really,
no,
Geordie?
they're from Birmingham, aren't they?
Geordies.
No, I swear they're from...
Believe me.
Anyway,
If you know, text in.
Geordies.
the reason he got that job at Big Brother was apparently because he said chittins. and they just had to hire him after
He said what?
It's
Chin.
like,
What's that in English?
Bob is feeding the chittins.
What is it they call babies, children? There's a weird word for it that
Yes.
Geordies say. Is that it?
I don't know.
Anyway,
That's what the Scots call it.
if you're
anyway.
Geordie, which I'm sure you are, text in and tell us what you call babies or kids. More has been made of James's accent as well.
Really?
Yeah, this is from Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
I am really enjoying the amount of man on this show, as we all are. Get James to sing Shania Twain in his Yorkshire accent.
Well, I'm not going to do that for you, Rich, but
I think
hope
you
you're
said...
enjoying the show in Germany.
That was where the Willkommen came from.
Yeah.
That's essentially the only German I know, apart from Ich heiße Paul.
Can you not give us a quick line of "Man, I feel like a woman"?
No, sorry.
Are you sure? We'd love to hear it.
I heard you were doing it in the last song.
No, I wasn't.
It was beautiful.
No, that's absolutely not true.
Oh, maybe you can do it for us between songs.
Yeah, I will, yeah.
You're not impressing me much.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oof.
Oh, we need to say hello as well to a couple of people from French Sock,
French Sock.
who we have browbeaten into listening to us, and it's finally worked. So that's good advice for anybody.
We know there's at least 2 listening.
We do. Who have we got?
Michaela and Jensen.
Well, hello to you two.
Thank you for
Hope
listening.
you're enjoying the show. Text in.
We'll be
all
out with
around the
them
world.
next Wednesday, won't we, Paul?
Yes, we possibly will be out with them next Wednesday. I don't know.
You can't say possibly.
Possibly. I don't want to make any. You know, I don't want to make any engagements. I don't want to make any commitments. Yeah.
Oh, that's shocking.
I might be. I don't know. I might want to stay in on Wednesday.
You won't know, will you?
I might.
You won't want to stay.
I might stay in.
Okay.
It's certainly within the realms of possibility. But there you go. Oh, there's a lot of kisses on that text.
Yeah, it says
From Megalodon.
Megalodon.
Whatever.
Megalodon.
Please play One Direction. I think you're taking the mech.
I think we're not going to play One Direction.
No, let's not do that.
Annie, Paul's sister, in brackets.
Oh, just in case we'd forgotten.
One of the taxi drivers at Newcastle Uni was impossible to understand, so we just nodded and laughed and hoped he didn't ask us anything important.
Thanks for that funny story.
It's a bit.
I know, actually, that is a bit harsh. No.
If you do like stories, stay
hang on.
tuned for whatever floats your anecdote.
Hang on. Actually, she does have a point. They can be difficult to understand, especially if they speak very, very fast.
Well, that's the whole point of the guy in Alan Partridge.
Yeah, exactly. You can't understand him. So, taxi drivers, that obviously applies to them. How do you pronounce that? For what Geordies say for little kids, babies? Bairns? Bairns?
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
I don't know.
Bairns.
Bairns.
Oh, little bairns.
They say
Oh, that's
in Scotland
Irish.
as well.
Don't do that.
Wee bairn.
Day 33, the Burns are in the living room.
What's this junior big brother?
Yeah, we'll stop with the accents. That's.
Oh,
Harry?
Don't worry, Harry is
has been in
listening.
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just having a FIFA sesh. Well, he doesn't have one of them. And the Geordie of Alan Partridge is the same guy that does Alexander the Meerkat's voice.
Oh, that's a nice little bit of trivia for you there.
I can't do that voice. Do you know the Meerkat voice? Can you do
The
it?
let's not do
meerkat.
that.
I like these impressions, I think.
Yeah. I can just be a Russian meerkat.
No one else likes them.
Are they actually Russian, or are they some kind of weird Eastern European
They're from
country?
Meerkatovia or something.
Meerkatovia.
I think I've just made
Back
that
in
up.
the homeland.
Hey?
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
alright.
good Russian accent.
Not bad.
I can't do many. My French is probably about the worst. Next to my German. I won't do that.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
I am from the France. Unknown says it is right. I think that's relating to Burns.
Yeah, Bairns.
Can we have your name unknown, please? And we can.
We need to know your knowledgeable Geordie name.
So inconspicuous.
I know, yeah. Maybe they don't want to be mentioned.
Maybe not. Maybe it's a bit embarrassing.
But anyway, we're moving away from the point. Thanks to my sister there for that lovely anecdote, which brings me around nicely to whatever floats your anecdote.
Another topping anecdote.
And the title of this week's anecdote is Paul and the Mistaken Flat.
Ooh.
You may have heard the intro to this one last week.
If you were listening very carefully, and to our every word, you'll know that last week I started telling a story. But for the purposes of new listeners and people who weren't paying attention, I'll start it again. So, the other week, I was out. I think it was a Friday, because you were there, Bob. I'd had a few ales,
Of course.
as sometimes happens to me when I go out. I like a few drinks.
Tiger?
Oh, I think I'd had a few pints of Tiger.
I think they were house whiskies, were they? Oh no, was that?
Oh no,
that was a different night.
That was last week.
Oh, let's not talk about house whiskies.
That's another anecdote.
That is another anecdote. No. So I'd had a few pints of Tiger, and then possibly a few Southern Comforts within Sugar House. On my way home, I thought, I'll swing by Pizza, as you do. Get, I don't know what it was. It was something with chips.
Mystery meat.
Mystery meat with chips, possibly in a sort of pita bread. Walked up to my flat, or what I thought was my flat. What I'd actually done is gone up an extra set of stairs, so I was at flat 7, I think it was. Tried to get my key in the door, it wasn't working. I was struggling with the door so much, with the outer door, that I dropped my pizza, chips and garlic mayo all over the floor. And then suddenly, I don't know what happened, but suddenly I managed to get into the flat. Who knows? I didn't have the right key. Somehow I managed to gain entrance to the flat, walked up to the room that I thought was mine, and started trying to open the door, and then I realised this isn't my flat. Slightly different carpet. So
Tile.
I ran out, leaving a trail of mayo-y chips behind me.
Did no one see you or come out?
I don't know. I mean, I hope not, because I literally ran, and I don't run very much, as you probably know. I was out of there. I was out of there like a flash.
Yeah.
We ran in your flat today, actually.
But yeah, you did.
It's a flat of running.
You
Did you just say that?
pair of children, pair of bairns. I think that was a bit of Irish.
Yeah.
You're a pair of bairns. That's what you are. Acting like a pair of bairns.
If you play What Makes You Beautiful by 1D, I think that's One Direction, I can dedicate it to you. Can I dedicate it to you?
Yeah, well, thanks, Megalodon.
But who do you
Told
want
this
to
story last week. I explained that. It's for new listeners. God, pay attention.
Yeah, you told
Pay
the story last
attention.
week. Please get some new material.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, you know, if you don't like it,
It's a damning critique.
it is a damning critique.
We told you.
Did you enjoy the end of the story? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Text in.
How would you
Text in
feel?
with further abuse.
How would you feel finding your flat covered in chips and garlic mayo?
I mean, I wouldn't be happy. Probably walk out and go, oh dear. But I'd probably suspect it was me. You think, oh, that must have been me. So, yeah.
If there was an absence of chips, you'd be dubious.
I mean, I just hope... I mean, the chances of them listening are very, very slim, but if they are, I look like a right fool.
You can apologise if you want. Or do you not want to?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
They might not have known.
That was heartfelt.
Well, there's the chips outside the door, like a little pile of chips. But
Did any get on the shoulder?
the story does have a happy ending. I went home, got in bed, ate my chips.
Half of them.
Well, yeah, what was left.
You
woke up the next day with a hangover and a, massive sense of remorse, as I usually do.
I think Paul is the true raconteur.
Oh, raconteur.
I like that word.
Yeah.
I learnt it this week.
It's always good to use your new vocab.
It is. Raconteur.
Anyway, I think we've been prattling on for a while now.
We've
Shall
been
we have a
raconting
song?
too long.
This is we are being overly verbose, which this is another song. Well, I was going to say this is another song chosen by me, but they're all chosen by me.
Yeah.
So this is Smokey Robinson with "You've Really Got a Hold on Me." Smokey Robinson there with "You've Really Got a Hold on Me," a song here you probably know, covered by the Beatles at some point later on.
I've never heard that, actually.
So you can't beat a bit of Smokey Robinson. Well, it is coming up to 49 minutes past 4, which brings us round to Twitty Jokes with James. What have you got for us this week?
Well, I'd just like to mention mine and Bob's Twitter addresses, if anybody likes to follow us. Mine's at J_D_Watson, and Bob's is at The Real Bob Allen, as if that was ever in doubt.
Well, you got to make sure of these things. I don't want no fakers.
Have you got that little tick? Verified.
I've been in touch.
You've been in touch with Twitter.
Soon.
Yeah, it's,
With my 60 followers.
What does it say? Bob Allen, DJ, linguist.
It doesn't say DJ, but that may change.
it's pending, definitely.
Definitely.
It's got something about Wigan in there.
I'm sure it
It
has.
has. Everyone's from Wigan.
You're a Wigan nationalist. Free state of Wigan.
Well, yeah, I love Wigan. I should work on the tourist board, definitely, I think.
I think you should.
Of course.
Anyway.
Twitty jokes.
So, the first is from Peter Serafinowicz. So, he says, "These smokeless cigarettes produce even thicker smoke than normal ones, not to mention melted plastic everywhere." So, he's clearly tried smoking them in their current form.
I think that would be worse than actual real cigarettes.
Setting fire to an artificial cigarette.
Well, plastic is a carcinogen, isn't it, if you burn it? Mostly.
It is.
Silly Peter.
Silly Peter.
Oh,
believe he
what a
made that
fool.
mistake.
AKA Darth Maul.
Yeah, the voice of Darth Maul.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And Brian Butterfield.
That's a very good impression. We're still waiting on your Shania Twain.
Oh, I'm not going to do that, sorry. So,
Man, you're a woman.
few more controversial ones coming up.
Okay.
Ricky Gervais tweeted a picture saying, "I assume this headline wasn't meant to seem this cruel," and the headline was, "Larry made fun of me when I quit smoking, but then he had a stroke and the laughing stopped."
Fantastic.
So that's a genuine news article, if anybody wants to find out where that's from.
It is, yeah. If anyone wants to feel offended by that also, please text Ofcom to fairwigfm.co.uk.
Indeed.
We do love to hear.
And the final one, probably most controversial, and it's by Frankie Boyle, unsurprisingly.
Oh.
A reply to Chris Brown, of all people.
Okay.
Famous R&B artist. He tweeted, "Serious tweet. Skateboarding and breakdancing should be an Olympic sport." To which Frankie Boyle replied, "Or intergender boxing. You'd be in with a chance of a medal there, mate."
Do you think he'd get the gold?
I'm sure he would. He does have a propensity towards violence.
He does.
Propensity.
Propensity is my new favourite word this week,
highbrow
along with
today.
veneer of factuality.
Yeah.
I just like it.
We're quite highbrow. With
We
our
are.
language today.
We're a serious radio show, of course.
A shroud thrown over an inglorious piece of business.
Oh, don't. Oh, don't.
So, yeah.
Are you listening, French soccers? This is what you'll have to deal with if you continue with your studies in French. Oh, we seem to have a lot of correspondence there.
Becky, I'd just like to say that Bale Rig FM went off for a good few minutes then, and I feel cheated out of my prime Friday night listening. That's awful. I do feel sorry for her there.
Yeah, I do.
Did enjoy Paul's mistaken flat story though. Makes me feel secure that everybody's keys work in everybody's doors.
The thing is here, I'm not sure if they do. Because it took me a good 10-15 minutes to gain entry to that flat.
Yeah, I think
and I thought initially I was just very, very drunk. But I don't know how the hell I got in there.
But it took a good amount of shoulder barging to gain entry.
I don't know how I got in.
Well, why don't you go up again and see if the door will open without a key now? You might have just broke the door.
Well, I think I was trying it with the key for ages. Then I took the key out and I just pushed it and it opened. But those doors aren't open, as you know. You've been in my flat. They lock automatically.
Deadlock, yeah.
So, yeah. Don't have nightmares, but you could find a massive drunk guy with loads of chips in his hand wander into your room.
So half full.
Yeah, half full chips.
Half of them will be on your carpet.
So, I'd be careful. Yeah. Unless you want me just stumbling into your room.
We need to raise
Lock your doors, kids.
You just remind me of a popular YouTube video, but I won't go into that.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Maybe next week.
You know, the climbing in your windows.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
Oh, there you go.
Dr. Woody, Paul's love person.
Yeah.
Another amazing show, boys. Listening to Paul's voice is my new favourite pastime. Please make this whole podcast thing happen.
What, just so my voice can be played on a
repeat.
loop. Yeah.
During the sleep.
Maybe that's it. I listen to the radio to go to sleep. But I wouldn't want to listen to myself. That'd be a bit weird. I'll just get hey. That's my sultry voice there.
Nice.
There'll be more of that. Sadly, I don't sound like Barry White, but there you go. Hey. That's me being seductive. So yeah, enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, and that's a note on the podcast thing. We are looking into that.
We are looking into a podcast because there seems to be quite a lot of interest in a listen again thing. Because of course, if you can't tune in, why not just download it, listen to it while you're, I don't know, doing your washing up on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's perfect for that.
Your once a week wash, or while you're doing your laundry.
Just anywhere.
Yeah, basically anywhere. On the bus.
In the car. In your lecture.
In your lecture would be even better.
In your oral exam. In Sainsbury's. Anywhere.
Yeah, we can be portable.
Right, we're running out of time.
We are. We're rapidly running out of time, so shall we just get on to it?
A quick artist of the week here.
This week we have Marvin Gaye as
do.
our artist of the week.
And, yeah. Well, we'll play the first and we'll get in back on the air quick.
We will. We'll let the music speak for itself. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell there with Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
No, there isn't.
Well, we're going to keep it brief for the artist of the week this week. Marvin Gaye, funnily enough, not a homosexual.
No.
There you go. There's your famous fact of the week. Now, Bob, we need to address something that came up a lot earlier in the show.
It's time to make £100,
so,
basically.
3 names: Voldemort, Santa, John Prescott. So what would you do?
Right. I'd be intimate with Voldemort.
Why?
Well, that was the last one left, really.
Oh.
I chose the other two.
Oh, it's just a last choice.
Yeah.
Oh, alright then.
Sorry, Boulders.
I'll take that bullet.
I bet he's got magical hands.
Oh, I bet he's quite kinky, actually. Voldemort.
You can have the whole change the one to Willy situation that they have on the Facebook group. Have you seen that?
I've not seen that.
You can take any line from Harry Potter and change one to Willy, and it's just hilarious.
Right.
I'm going to try that tonight.
Lowering the tone. We had verbosity earlier, now we're talking about Willies. Okay,
I'd cruise with Santa for a year.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, but doesn't he have to be, sorting his
Well, it'd mess
stuff
everything
out?
up, wouldn't it? But I'd like to see him lay back a bit. He's
Lay
working
back,
all year long,
chilling.
making toys,
Be pretty cool.
Have a cruise.
Pretty cool.
And then I'd marry John Prescott.
See, I like John Prescott. He gets a lot of stick, but
He's Yorkshire.
he's a down-to... Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a down-to-earth guy. He says it like it is.
And if anyone throws eggs at him, he'll batter them.
Exactly.
I think he should do as well.
I bet he's not even allowed eggs in his house. He'll just go insane if he sees another egg. He'll just start punching you, Bob.
He must hate eggheads.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is his least favourite programme.
I hate eggheads, but we don't have time for that this
Yeah.
week.
We do. We have a whole minute.
We have a whole minute,
I don't think we're going to get another song in. So let's just talk about why we hate eggheads.
Oh my god.
One word.
What a topic.
One word. Daphne. I think that's her name.
Oh, yeah,
that old woman. Why does she think she's so brilliant?
Oh my. There was a question, and she was like, I think it's Flow Rider.
Yeah, how
got
does
it
she know? She knows more about popular music than I do.
Yeah.
Flow Rider. She didn't even pronounce it Florida either.
it is
Jay-Z,
Flow Rider,
not
though.
Jay-Z. Daphne knows what's going on.
Oh, I think, yeah, exactly. She didn't
Oh.
say Florida, did she?
Yeah, exactly.
Florida.
She knows what's
Pretty
going
much
on.
Yoda.
But don't you take
It is.
don't you take a shine to Judith? Don't you quite like a
No,
bit of Judith?
I don't like any of them.
I thought
And
you liked a
think,
bit of Judith.
I don't like a bit
She's
of
alright,
Judith.
isn't she? She's quite...
Judith Keppel.
She's quite alright.
Yeah. Did she win Millionaire or something?
She did. She
Yeah,
was
she
the first winner of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
And I
funnily
believe her
enough.
last question was something about a Google.
The Google.
It was
But
how
it's
much.
really-
is
No,
a
no, that was the
Google?
guy who cheated.
Oh, is it?
That was the guy who cheated.
Oh.
Right, well, we're running out of time.
So
We've got 6 seconds to say bye.
as usual, tune in next week to Man Feelings, and we'll have the same great selection of music.
See you